Good morning friends. Today's topic for discussion is global demand for food, or also called as food consumption pattern across the globe, in which we first of all deal with the term food consumption. It means availability of food for individual and household purpose across the globe. That is the food consumption. Then talking about the demand of the food, we could say currently the demand of food is nearly 14 billion US dollar, out of which nearly 70% demand is contributed by the food processing sector only, and yearly at least 10 to 12% CAGR growth, that is compound annual growth rate in the food processing sector. Before moving ahead, we could take a small look about the classification of the world according to the economy. So according to the economy, the classification of world in 3 different phases, like developed country, developing country, and third one is the underdeveloped country. This classification is mainly depend upon different types of parameters, in which the most important parameter is gross domestic product, or we could say gross national product, because it has direct impact on the economy of the nation. So we could say a developed country having perfect GDP or GNP, or we could say there are different types of parameters. On a whole, if suppose the developed country is having the perfect combination of all these parameters, then and then only the country is called as a developed country. It does not mean that having only a single factor means the country is developed country. The overall impact should be there. Like we discuss about the different parameters. Another is the Human Development Index. HDI is the Human Development Index. It includes combination of 3 different things, like life expectancy, that is the most important one, literacy, and per capita income. These 3 important things are there in the Human Development Index. Every year, Human Development Index calculated in India ranks 129 in 2019 with concern to the Human Development Index. Next one, we could say that employment opportunity in the country, then industrialization, that is the level of industrialization in the country, basic infrastructure facility, that is one of the critical factor, basic infrastructure facility. Apart from this, we could say gender equality, gender biasness should not be there, then and then only country could call as a developed country. Standard of living could be more. It directly impact on the per capita income of the country. Health, definitely health parameter could be more important with concern to the country's economy. At the same point, we could say balance of payment should be more. So balance of payment is nothing but the summarized economic transactions of residents of a country with concern to the rest of the world. So it has direct impact on the revenue generated in a country compared to the world. So these are some of the parameters which has directly impact on the level of economy. So as a whole, we could say we have a combination of all these. We make an impact of all these as a one, so that we could have the classification of developed country. It means overall impact should be up to that point. In developing country, the overall impact should be medium one, and for underdeveloped country, it is up to the. We can say the overall impact is low is there. Then we move towards our main heading, that is the global demand for food. Or we could say food consumption pattern. We deal with this term with the help of one diagram. In the diagram, we could say that at one point, one axis represents different types of demand for food. Another axis represents demand for market or product. First of all, if I take example, here the market is surviving one, then mass market, then quality market, and lastly is the high technology. Here staple food like carbohydrate, F&B, fruit juices, dairy products, like these are there. Then functional food, diet food, here different types of organic food, space food and genetically modified food. So with conceptual diagram we could say that with concern to underdeveloped country, they are currently in surviving market. With concern to the staple food is their demand for the food. Their future demand is for the F&B, dairy products, juices, convenient food. With concern to the mass market. Developing country like India, China, Brazil, they already fulfill the demand of staple food and surviving market. Currently they hold good position in terms of F&B, dairy, juices, convenience food, beverages, and they are in the mass market. So the future demand is typically for the different types of functional food and diet food with concern to quality market. With concern to developed countries, like they are already developed one, so they fulfill all the three types of demand, and their future demand is for the organic food, space food, genetically modified food with concern to the high technology. If suppose we are taking example of developing country, then it clearly indicates that though we are here say that they are good in terms of the F&B dairy, but it does not mean that they could not able to produce the space food. But the ability or intensity to do that is not up to the mark which is required for the future. So that's why the future demand lies with them. So with concern to that, this is nothing but the food consumption pattern across the globe. Now lastly we discuss about the different types of parameters of global food demand. There are different parameters for the global food demand, out of which the most important parameter is the population. Because as the population is more, we have to feed to the number of people every year. That is the impact of the population. Second thing is nothing but the climatic condition. With concern to the climatic problems, we could say they directly impact on the production of the F&B. Raw material resource. If we have the availability of raw material, then and then on we can produce the related products. Elasticity, or we could say price elasticity, because it has the indirect combinations and indirect impact on the commodity. Then again, apart from that, there are different parameters like current trends in the market. With concern to the current trends, different types of choices and preferences consumers prefer. Again, it directly impact on the global demand for food. Growth rate of the food processing industry, because as the growth rate of food processing industry goes on increasing, it directly impact on the positive note. So these are the different parameters. Apart from that, one parameter again we could say, that is the advance estimate. Advance estimate calculated by the different agencies. Suppose for concern to the India, that is Central Statistical Organization. Consumption pattern. So with concern to consumption pattern, we could say that day by day the traditional items are consumed at less concern with compared to the different modern items, which fetches higher prices. So these are the different parameters with concern to the global scenario of the food. Thank you. Hope you like the video. Subscribe it.